Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to see our business law module number 1, video number 7. The topic for today's discussion is essentials of a valid contract. Now, till yesterday we saw offer, acceptance, proposal, all these things. Now, when all these things come together, it will be a contract. Now, when we call a contract as an lawful, or when we call a contract as a valid contract, for that Indian Contract Act has given certain guidelines or certain set of essential valid points which makes the contract lawful or valid. So we'll begin with the essentials of a valid contract. In that, first point is offer and acceptance. Now, as per the Indian Contract Act, there must be some person who offers and there must be some person to accept that offer. Now, without offer, only if there is an acceptance, we cannot call it as a contract. So, there should be two parties minimum in each of these contracts, wherein there must be one person who offers and the another person who accepts it. Now, offer, it may be the points we have seen in previous class. What are the essentials of a valid offer? So this offer should be fit within those points. If it is fit within those points, then we can call this as a valid offer. And after that, this offer should be accepted by the offeree. There will be two parties, one is offerer and offeree. Offerer is a person who offers his service, goods, products, whatever it is, and offeree is a person who accepts that offer. Okay, so there should be two parties involved and there should be offer and there should be an acceptance of this offer. After that, we have second point, that is intention to create legal relationship. Now, when there are two parties, when they are entering into contract, there should be an intention to create legal relationship, which is legal. Especially here, they are giving emphasis on this word legal, because there are various contracts also or various works also which are done, which will be done, but they are not lawful or they are not legal. Okay, so the intention to create the relationship should be legal, because the many a times only if there is an offer or only if there is a acceptance, it will not be an valid contract. So an agreement which is enforceable by law is known as contract. So therefore there should be an intention to create a legal relationship among both the parties. Okay, the relationship should be maintained in legal way. What are those norms should be fulfilled? It should be, say, lawful, or it should be legal in terms of relationship. So this is the second point of essentials of a valid contract. After that, third we have a lawful consideration, in which the lawful consideration means whatever the consideration given, the consideration given should be lawful. Okay, if the consideration or if the intention of this contract is unlawful or against the constitution, then we cannot call it as a contract. For example, if X person gives money and tells Y to kill Z, so this kind of activities are illegal, unlawful. Okay, so any agreement which is lawful, which gives lawful consideration, those agreements are treated as a valid contract. Okay, if there is a lawful consideration, then it is a valid agreement or valid contract, and if there is an unlawful consideration, then it is not lawful or it is not a valid contract. Therefore, whatever the consideration is there, it should be a lawful consideration. After that, we have capacity of the parties. Now here, capacity of the parties means both the parties, what exactly they are going to do, what are their roles, what are their responsibilities. what are their duties, what are their obligations. So all these things need to be mentioned properly and clearly in the contract. Okay, if these things are not mentioned clearly in the agreement, then it cannot be a valid contract. So if a valid contract is there, there should be a clear guidelines about the capacities of the parties, at what capacity both the parties are there, what are their roles, what are their responsibilities, what are their intentions, or what are their obligations. So all these things need to be clearly mentioned. The capacity of the parties need to be mentioned clearly. Okay, so this is the fourth point of essentials of a valid contract. Now fifth point, we have free consent. Free consent means whenever offer is there, for that offer there should be a free acceptance without any pressure, without any what we call as without any harassment, without any unlawful activity. The consent should be free. For example, if A is having land at a prime location like Bogar West and B is a builder. Builder means the real estate builder, not bodybuilder. So here the B is a real estate builder. He offers A some X amount and asks him to sell his property to him, but A don't agree. So at that point of time, what B does is, B takes a gun, keep him at gunpoint and ask him to sell the property. So this cannot be a free consent. Free consent means the offeree should accept the offer without any pressure, without any influence of somebody else. He should be able to take independent decision. This decision should be his own or independent decision. So at that point of time, we can call this kind of consent as a free consent. Otherwise, if there is a pressure, if there is a influence from somebody else, it cannot be a free consent. Okay. Therefore, if there is a free consent, then only it will be a valid contract. After that, we have next point of valid contract is lawful object. Now, the objective or the objective for what this contract or this agreement has been signed should be lawful. It cannot be unlawful activity. For example, nowadays you all are reading so many cases of drugs and ganja and all. So at this point, if there is a contract between A and B, okay, A is supplier of all these unlawful activities and B is purchasing. So if they are entered in this kind of agreements of supply of unlawful activities, then it cannot be a valid contract. The objective, the intention of this contract or agreement should be lawful. Okay, it should not harm to the society. It should not create a what we call it as instability in the society. This object of this agreement or contract should be lawful. It should not harm anybody. It should not disturb the peace of the society, peacefulness of the society. Therefore, agreement or a contract should be with an objective of lawful. After that, the next point of valid contract is certainty of terms. Now, whatever the terms and conditions are there, those terms and conditions should be certain, they should be clearly mentioned, there should not be any ambiguousness, there should be everything mentioned clearly and in a proper way. What happens many times while entering into contract, some points will not be discussed or will not be highlighted, but later on as the time passes there will be a quarrel or there will be a misleading or misunderstanding in between the parties. At that point of time they face a problem. Therefore, as per Indian Contract Act, there are certain restrictions for this. Therefore, in any contract, the terms and conditions should be certain. They need to be mentioned in a proper way. They need to be recorded. They need to have a certainty of terms and conditions. If the terms and conditions are not certain, if they are changing, then we cannot it becomes very difficult to enter into a contract. Okay, so as per Indian Contract Act, the terms and conditions of the contract or agreement should be certain. There should be a certainty of terms and conditions. After that, we have next point of a valid contract is possibility of performance. Now, whenever we are entering into a contract, the possibility of performing this contract should be possible. If something impossible thing is being signed for the contract, it won't be a valid contract. The performance or completion of that contract should be possible. Okay, like many times we say, मैं तेरे लिए चांद से तारे तोड़ कर लाऊंगा, these that blah blah things. So these kind of things cannot be entered into contract because these things are not possible in a practical way. Okay, so whatever the terms and conditions should be certain, and after that, whatever the contract is there, whatever the agreement is there, it should be easy or not easy, but it should be the party should be able to perform it in a proper way. If there is if those activities or those things which are not performable, then it cannot be a valid contract. Okay. After that, we have legal formalities. The meaning of contract itself says that any agreement which is enforceable by law is a contract. So therefore, there must be a legal formalities, or there must be a legal record or legal what we call as documentation of these set of documents or these records. Then only we can call this as a valid contract or a proper contract. If the legal formalities are not fulfilled, if the legal formalities are not completed, then this contract or this agreement becomes invalid. So therefore, whenever we are signing any contract, whenever we are entering into any contract, at that point of time, we need to remember that the contract should have all these essential things. That is, there must be an offer, there must be an acceptance, there must be an intention to create a legal relationship among the parties, there must be a lawful consideration, there must be a capacity of the parties mentioned properly, there must be free consent, there must be a lawful object, and there must be certainty of terms and conditions. After that, the possibility of performance should be there, and most important thing, all the legal formalities or legal things of the contract need to be completed, they need to be documented, and a proper record need to be maintained. So therefore, as per Indian Contract Act, these are the essential points or essentialities of a valid contract. Okay, so we, while entering into any contract, we need to understand, we need to see all these terms and conditions are fulfilled or they are clear. So in this class, this much. If you have any kind of doubts, queries, questions, you can contact me at any point of time, and in next class we shall see what are the rules of acceptance and other parts. Okay, thank you, good day.